Hi there, welcome to On Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I'm going to be working in Mythographic Imagine again. I did a little bit of work in this book last weekend, so let me show you kind of where we're at on that page. So this is what I've got so far. I was able to fix the background enough that I like it, I think. I was worried that it was going to not be salvageable because, well, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you can kind of see. So it's really streaky on the back. And that color for some reason was just super streaky, but I was able to fix it enough that I'm okay with it with my color pencils. So yeah, and I've started a little bit of shading on the shrubs in the background. And then I think I started a little bit of leaves, maybe just these couple leaves up here. Yeah, and then I did all of the grass and groundwork down here too. So I did a little bit of work that same day that I was working on this, but I have not colored all week. So we're going to start on a new page though, because that's just how I roll now, I guess. So let me show you the page I want to work on today. I want to work on this one. And because I have this color palette and I just want to work from that and kind of talk about my thought processes as I go so that you guys can kind of see. I mean, I know that it's basically what I do each week already because I always have inspiration images, but I thought maybe I'd kind of go into a little bit more detail about it, I guess. I also want to share, I have a couple of books that I ordered from Etsy that are really, really fun, and I really want to color in those, but of course I am not coloring this week. So yeah, so I'm going to grab a sip of my drink here. I don't have my tea with me today because it's in the evening and I've already had enough caffeine today and I just was like, I can't do anymore. So got a little bit of water off the side, but I'm going to take a sip. We'll get started and yeah. Okay, I'm going to set this aside really quick and then I'll show you the books that I have. So I'm very excited about these. So I got a few different books on Etsy from the same shop. This was the real reason that I wanted, because this is Ari's new book, and I really wanted to get my hands on that one. But we'll look at that one last. So these two are super cute, and this one is something about a rainbow. I did look at it when I don't think I wrote it down inside here though. No. So this is like a rainbow realm or something, and this is like the light. Something about light, but they're both really cute books. They're basically single-sided. There are several different artists that contribute to these books too, but the pages are really cute. I like them a lot. And it feels like it's decent paper, so I was happy. Look how cute that is. I was happy to grab onto it. So yeah, I saw these and thought that they were cute, and so I thought I'd try them, and I'm happy with the result. At the front of this book, they have all kinds of, I like that one too a lot. Isn't that a cool picture? They have all kinds of different like techniques of how they do things, and this is all about helping you get better sleep from coloring, which, I mean, it usually does the trick for me. Like, I feel like that's a good way to relax, but I also then will think for a long time about whether or not this color is right or how I should do this other thing. So sometimes it's great for me and sometimes it's not, but evidently that's a new thing that people are using to help relax themselves overseas. Yeah, this one's super cute too. There are a few like wallpapery kind of pages that I don't love as much, but these little scenes are just adorable. I'll show you both of the ISBN numbers here in a second too. And then I'll share the Etsy shop that I got them to. So here is this one. And here is this one in case you're curious. This one was I think it's just called Flower Animal. I believe that's what that one translated to, but this is one of the ones where it's got like the double thing, so you can go off of the colors or you can do your own thing. But these illustrations were ones that I thought were so adorable. So And I do like that one a lot. Yeah, they're smaller illustrations, but they're super cute. And again, kind of single-sided, depending on, you know, if you want to save the illustration on the opposite side. But I feel like it's good paper, so you could use water mediums on here. You could use markers. Yeah, I love this one. Yeah, it's super cute. Super cute book. Love that. And then, of course, the new Aerie book is the one that I really wanted to get my hands on. I love Aerie's work. I don't color in it nearly as much as I used to, but yeah, I'm just going to do a quick flip, and then if you guys want a full flip of this, let me know. But you can get this on, I think, Amazon Japan. I'm not sure if it's available to ship overseas on Amazon Japan yet, but I got mine on Etsy. So you can check out Etsy or eBay. See if you can get that shipped. It's just so cute. I mean, it's just, I love it. So yeah, very excited to color in this one. And I think this is called Laura Mia. I think it's like a magical girl or magical, I don't know. I didn't read all of it, but I saw the title. So, but it's Aerie's artwork and I really don't care. So that's what I wanted to do. So there we go. There are my books, my new books. And now I'm going to be on a buying freeze for the next couple months because I keep buying stuff and I'm not coloring in it. So until I have colored in all of these new books that I have recently purchased, not buying anything else. That being said, I have done 2 pages, or at least started 2 pages that were previously untouched books. So I guess that's good. And actually they were new books too. So, okay, so let's start with this. I'm going to say hi first. Hi, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I've had a lovely day so far. And then I just get to come in here and color with you guys for a little bit. Takes a little bit out of my day and just breathe and focus on this for a minute. Okay, so I am wanting to do purple in the sky for sure. I think I want to do something similar to what this is on this illustration or on this inspiration image too. So I think I'm just going to grab trying to decide if I want to grab alcohol markers. I mean, that would be the quickest way, and my hands are not going to hurt as much if I do it that way, but I don't know if I have all the right colors. So how about we try, it's not that much of a sky, so maybe I think I'm going to try some, I'm going to try some water mediums. I'm going to do a little bit of Neo colors. All right, I have a few colors here, and we're just gonna play around a little bit. I'm gonna use a little bit of pink and purple in the sky, but not as much pink, I don't think. So just a little bit around this area. Yeah. So hi again. I think I said hi already, but hi again. I am coming to you Thursday evening instead of Friday evening because I know my Friday is going to be packed full of stuff. I've got lots to do. I am organizing a lovely dinner for the 8th grade class and their fathers. So it's a yearly event. 8th grade gets to do it every year. And yeah, I am in charge of it this year. So I'm having to put all that stuff together and make sure that the food's ordered and, you know, all of the things. Plus we have to cook the food on the day of. So it's a lot, but it's a really fun event. I really like to do it a lot. I've done it both years with my other kiddos and really did enjoy the time that we had there. Okay, I'm going to be real careful around these leaves. I might come back in with like just the water brush itself. It does get a little tricky in there. But yeah, it's taken up a lot of, I feel like I've said this already. I don't know why. I feel like it's taking up a lot of my head space though. Like I'm pretty focused on it, so I'm not been able to really work on anything else. I'm just trying to get all of that taken care of before I can, you know, even color. So unfortunately, like my buddy colors and all that stuff are kind of on hold for a minute. But the event is next week, so I should be able to go to do it, everything fine after that. I just, yeah, my brain is not working quite right. Plus I've been reading, so that kind of zaps any other time that I have. So, all right, let's try this and see what we did. I'm just gonna get in here and add in some water. Now this is an older Joseph Kattenbang book, so I'm not sure how the water's gonna go. Sometimes it's a hit or miss with these older books for me. But I can come back in and add another layer if it's not behaving correctly for me. Yeah, this isn't quite what I had in mind, but it'll be fine. But yeah, I've just been super busy doing all that, and so yeah, I haven't been coloring at all, which I do feel like I miss it a lot when I can't color, you know, like it's just something that does relax me and lets me just breathe for a minute. This is not going well at all for me right now. Huh. Yeah, this paper is just soaking the water right up. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to do a couple layers here, so hopefully this will cooperate with me as I add the layers in, because otherwise this is gonna be a hot mess. Yeah, not happy with that at all. Super, okay. Well, it's not a ton of sky, so maybe I can just use pencils over the top. I don't know. Maybe that'll be my solution here. Interesting. A little frustrating for sure. So let's see. Oh, my nail color is broken. That's okay. Channel wise, I have been doing nothing. Literally, like, no coloring, no videos, no nothing. I lied. I did make a little bit, I did get a start on the color along, like, it's not really, I guess it's not really the color along yet. It's just like the leading up to the color along, where I'm talking about like the, how I find the images on Pinterest and all that stuff. I've got some of that recorded. So I do have a good direction that I'm going to be going for the color along. So that's good news. I'm going to add a little bit of purple on top of this blue and hope that it will do what I want it to do. Because otherwise, that looks like a hot mess, guys. This is what I get for not coloring every day. When I come back to do it, I'm just like, what's happening? I've forgotten how to do all of the things. Let's see. So yeah, so tomorrow I got to finish all of the stuff for the dinner, and then I've got some other things I have to do, and then we've got another symphony show tomorrow night, which I'm excited about. My husband and I celebrated, well, this Friday, tomorrow, we're going to be celebrating our 24th wedding anniversary. So that's awesome. I can't believe how quickly that time has gone by. It's just crazy when you stop and think about it. I mean, I know I have kids that are older and stuff now too, but it's just, I mean, looking at them is one thing, but then when I say the actual number of years, I'm just like, that's not possible. I'm only 24. How did that happen? But yeah, so 24 years. We're going to go to the symphony again, and then I think we're going to go out to dinner, but I don't know. We need to talk about that, because I'm not sure if he's making the plan or if I'm going to make the plan. I don't want to get in that in that place where we're like, well, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I hate that place. It drives me nuts. And we do it often, so I don't want to do that tomorrow. I just want to have a nice, relaxing, pre-planned evening. Yeah, I don't know about this, you guys. This is not making me smile at all. Well, I kind of had this happen last month too. Last month, January. In January, I had this happen where I started on a background with water mediums, and it just was not going well. But I ended up really liking the page. It was the jellyfish, the frozen jellyfish page. And I did really end up liking that page a lot. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going, and we're going to just fix the page, and it'll be fine. Yeah, I should have done this from the first. I just picked up the color off of the stick instead of trying to do it on the page. But now I know if I want to use water mediums on any of the other pages I have marked in here. I've got that in the back of my head now. So yeah, I've been reading. It's been beautiful here. So last night, my youngest, now she just got a brand new bike for Christmas, and it's big. It's like bigger than what she's been used to riding. So she took it out, and it's a different kind of bike. Instead of like the bike with the handlebar brakes, it just has like regular, it's just like a street bike. So it just has regular braking capabilities where you just push backwards. Well, we forgot to mention that to her when she took off on her bike. And I don't know that she's ever ridden a bike that just had like the pushback brakes. And so she got to her second corner and ended up wiping out. And I felt so terrible. She called me once she was around the corner and sent me a picture of her bike because the handlebar got like twisted because she fell off, and then the handlebar got twisted separate from the bike. And I just felt so bad. And she was okay, and the bike was fine. Everything ended up being fine, but I just, it's just like hurt pride, I guess, for that first bike ride of the season, and she wipes out. So yeah, she was a little bummed. But then my husband, the wonderful man that he is, fixed it. He was getting ready to go out for his run and saw me take off out of the house trying to find where she was at. He's like, what's going on? And so he came with me, and he was jogging. And then while he was doing that, he ended up getting her back on the bike, and then was just like, well, hey, let's just go. Let's just keep going. So he jogged next to her while she kept going. I'm glad she didn't give up and come back inside. But yeah, he went with her, and then they went down this trail that we have by the house. That's really it's like a walking trail, but it's like miles long. And so they went out pretty far on that, and he helped her, because you do have to cross a major road to get to it, but he helped her with their bike across the street and all that stuff. And yeah, it was crazy. But started out crazy, but it ended up with her just being happy. She was so happy that she got to go do that with him. So it was sweet to watch. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if I should keep messing with this or if I should stop. I think I'm gonna stop. It doesn't look terrible. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but I can come, like I said, I can come back in with my pencils and try to fix things. So I'm gonna put this all back in the container. Okay, so if I'm looking at this now and I have this color palette, I would probably end up, so we're not looking at this so much anymore, we're just looking at this image here, but I'm going to kind of do something similar to that where I have the browns in the center, but then I want some of the purples, I think, in the crystals as well, because it looks like the majority of the crystals are not against any of the purple parts in the sky. So I think that's what I want to do there. So I think the dragon, I'm going to make him like a light, brown so I can bring in purples to shade him if I want to. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. So this is all for a color along on Instagram from Beth Ann. So it is her, I'll put her Instagram up on screen so you guys can see what it is and the hashtag, so you guys can follow that if you want. But it's a cool, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. But it's a cool hashtag, and I'm always inspired by Beth Ann's color palettes when she does these cool ones, these cool color combos that, like, this is not one I would normally think of, is to put purple and brown together. So I'm gonna try to be as inspired by her as I can for this and just kind of think outside the box a little bit. Just a little, at least. There are little bitty pieces coming. I don't know what that's from. I'm not sure. I think this will be a cool base color for the dragon. And because this will dry lighter, any of the, like, the edges of the little pieces of feather or scales or whatever you want to call them, I feel like those would be good with like a little bit of purple on the edges. Kind of blending it into the brown. And of course there's all these tiny little bits and pieces on the page, and that's kind of par for the course with this book for sure. Just kind of have to work your way around it as best you can. It's like all of these leaves and stuff I need to try to avoid a little bit. So I'm trying to think what else I needed to do. I know that I needed to, where is the other hand for this? I don't know where that goes. It just kind of disappears. So maybe it's just behind the wing is what it looks like to me. Because there should be another, because this is one arm and then this is the other arm, but where's like the hand for that? Because there's the wing and there's a wing back here. Looks like there's a tail through here. I think that I've got kind of a handle on where things are. There we go. Yeah, we'll just say that the hand, this other hand is back behind his wing. I feel like I was in the middle of the sentence before I got distracted, but I don't know what I was saying, so we're just gonna keep going. So last month I finished my first ever coloring book, which I was very excited about. If you watched my completed pages, you'll have seen that those pages, and it was from the Enchanted Faces Pocket Edition. What's happening here? Is that, I think that's just all crystal-y things. Okay. So yeah, I finished my very first coloring book, and I am super excited about it. I have not filmed the flip through of it yet, but I will be doing that here soon. As soon as I can kind of focus on other things outside of this. I don't know why it's so hard for me lately, especially lately, to focus on anything other than, you know, like just the one thing. So like for this one, like I'm just focused on my coloring, or I'm just focused on reading, or for like this, I'm just focused on this event that I'm planning and organizing and hosting and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's gotten definitely a lot harder for me to be able to multitask successfully. Like I used to be able to just do all the things and everything was, you know, done and I didn't forget anything, and now it's just like I'm lucky if I can remember my name a lot of the times now. Okay, that I think would be that too. I'm not sure about in there. I feel like maybe the wing is open, so yeah, I'm gonna do over here instead, and we'll just go from there. So, truly trying to come up with anything else that today, I was trying to figure out something else to talk about. Today we went to this restaurant well, not a restaurant, I guess it is kind of a restaurant, but it's a little soda shop basically. So it's called Swig, and you can go and you can get like different kind of soda mixes, which is really good. I had one today that was it sounds weird. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound very good, but it was Diet Coke, which is my fave, and then I had a mixture of lime, coconut, and like a coconut cream added to it, and it was so good. So good. We had a new one just open up by us, and very excited about the new business close to us, but also the fact that it's this neat soda place. Now when the Gen Con is here, so that's like the big gaming convention comes to town, there's this awesome food truck, but it's like exactly like that, but it's all sodas, and they all have like cool, like nerdy names and stuff. But it's basically you take a base of it's some kind of soda, whether it's, you know, your favorite soda is Mountain Dew, or like mine is Diet Coke, and then you add all kinds of different things, and yeah, it was really good today. Okay, so there's that. All right, gemstones. I'm gonna hold off on her, because I think those are, yeah, that's all her. I might do her I'll probably do her a different brown, I think. Okay, gemstones. Let's see what I got here. I want some lighter purpley pinks, I think. That's a good one. I'm gonna grab a couple. All right, I grabbed a few. Not sure how many of these I'm gonna do, but this one's more pinky, but it does say V, so when I shade it, I'll end up using some kind of purpley tone. Probably shouldn't shade the whole thing either when I do these. And leave some white space. I forgot to do it on that one, but that's okay. I can come back with some paint markers or something and add more to that. So that's a good tip to remember when you're doing like marker work with, or any work with gems and crystals. You just kind of leave some white space for like highlight things, and it really helps, and you can add like different shades and stuff into the crystal as well. Trying to kind of spread this color around so that it will not just be like clumps of the same color. Okay, let's do a little bit here, a bit down there. Okay, there's that one. Let's do this one. This one's just a little bit more purpley. I don't know if people are going to be able to tell a difference at all when I come in to color these, but okay, so let's see what else. What else? I'm just kind of getting sucked into the coloring here. I don't know what else. Not a whole lot going on in my life right now. So kind of already talked about all the, the major points of things that are happening. I feel like that is more gem, but I'm gonna make that the other color, I think. So let's do this one here. Yeah, it is not easy to tell what the heck is going on back there. I still don't know what that is. We will have to wait and see how I feel about it after we add some more color in. So I'm only 3 months into the Mythographic focus this year, but I do miss my other books already. Like I'm enjoying working in the Mythographics, but it's a little bit of a struggle for me because I know that I need to kind of focus on these. So I'm trying to not look at my other books, but then I'm like, oh, but I have this book, and then I have this book, and this one needs to be colored in too. And I'm just like, there's too many. So at some point I'm going to have to just kind of pick and choose, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine to not constantly work in the Mythographics, but I just need to, remind myself that it's coloring and there's no rules. It's fine. All right, I don't know what's going on down there either. I can't tell if there's like clouds back there. Here in a minute, I'm just gonna have to start assigning things colors. Whether they're the right color or not, who knows? I do like to have like the streaks of the color kind of going in the same direction too. So instead of just like going over the whole marker here, I'll just do a little bit like this. So where the shaded parts are, I'll add a little bit of a darker color, and anywhere where things might overlap, I'll add a little bit. And I can come back in and blend that out if I want to. And that kind of creates a good varied look on the crystals. And then I can add like white Posca or something to add like some more highlights into that too. I do wish sometimes when I was doing these that I could talk to you guys live, because then I could just, I could talk about what I wanted, and then when I was done talking, you guys could just talk. Because sometimes I just get so absorbed in the whole coloring process. I just kind of forget sometimes that I am actually supposed to be talking. And I think, when I watch lives and stuff, I don't expect the person that's on there to talk the entire time. I mean, I guess I shouldn't expect that of myself either. I don't know. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color all of this background just a little bit darker purple. And then Yeah, I'm going to color this background area just behind the crystals just a little bit darker purple. And then like it's like these crystals are coming out of this rock or whatever is back here. That's what I'm going to make it be. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but it is now. That is the one plus side to these, is you can kind of color it however you think it needs to be colored without having to say, is this the right way? Just is because you just made it that way. So there you go. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to play with this sky a little bit more. But now you can kind of see where I've got like purples, and then we'll have kind of some brown stuff in the middle, and then we'll have purples everywhere. So a lot of the leaves and stuff will probably be purples. The cat will not be purple. That one will not be purple, but like all the gems and stuff, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the greenery yet. The foliage, I'm not sure if I want to keep it purple or what I want to do with that yet. I don't know. But yeah, I think I want to try to play with stuff for the sky here. All right, I have my Sioux color pencils. And we're going to see, I need to dry the rest of this really quick. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to work a little bit in the sky. I'm going to grab a few colors of purples and blues. I'm going to go with like a really dark purpley blue. I really like this 119 and this 135. So I'm going to see if I can find those, and we'll start on this side. Okay, I really do love to combine water mediums and pencils, especially when, like, if on your first try, if it doesn't quite go the way that you were expecting, that you can always come in and add some pencils. These pencils are working like a dream on this paper right now. This feels wonderful. Hopefully it will stay that way. I'm going to add a little bit darker blues, I think, back this way. But yeah, that's a good blue. And so I'm going to kind of just have a few of these little tendrils kind of coming out so that I can blend things together with this next color. So that blends into the purple a little bit better. Instead of it being quite as blue as it was, I wanted it a little bit more purple. Yeah, these pencils are lovely. And I don't know if it's because it's over top of the water medium or not, but I like it. I do tend to have more luck when I come in with pencils anyway. But at least knowing that you can come in and fix things when you, like, if you do a water medium and you're just like, oh, that is not what I was hoping for. And then you come in and you're like, oh, well, maybe I can fix it a little bit with a pencil, bit of pencil work here and a little bit pencil work there. And you end up with something that you really end up liking. Yeah, so there we go. That's a lot better than it was, I think. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the blue. We're going to start working with purpley colors now. So I've got 135. Let's try the 154. That'll be another kind of, that's a good one. Okay. This will be a good one to kind of blend into that other one. And then use another lighter color of that too to blend the colors together even more. Do a little bit of this here. This one's like a little bit more blue still. All right, and then I'm gonna grab a lighter periwinkle kind of blue color. This is definitely more blue, but it's like I said, a periwinkle, but it'll be a good color to blend these all together and get a nice background to work on over here. Let me know in the comments what background video you're interested to see next from me. I did the water medium one, and that one really, got a lot of interest. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it, but I don't know which one to do next. I don't know if I should do, let's see, which ones was I thinking? There are like, chalk pastels, which, I mean, I can go into like a couple different ways that I use them, but they're not, it's not like that one's a super hard medium to do. But if you guys want kind of, you know, how I would use those ones. I did have a couple people request more water mediums, which I can totally do. I am thinking of doing like distress inks, another one on that. I feel like I've done a distress inks one before, but that was just like a general overall how I use it. So if you want like specific backgrounds with distress inks, I can do that. Let's see what else is in my kind of wheelhouse there. The other background kind of videos that I'm thinking about are ones where it's more like a learn with me kind of thing. So like I've got oil pastels and I've got gelatos, or like, you know, it's the same kind of things like gel crayons kind of. And so those ones would be more of like a, you know, I don't use these very often, but this is kind of how I would use them if I was going to use them. Or, you know, just straight up, I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's experiment together kind of video. Yeah, you guys let me know what you would like to see next. I don't know which one I want to do next. It's going to be a little bit because I still have to film the color along, but I feel like it's going to be it'll be a good video once I get to it. Okay, I'm going to bring some of this pinky purple color into this side. So I want to do, I'm not worried too much about going over the leaves and stuff a whole bunch, because I feel like I could come in with markers, whether they're water-based or alcohol markers, and clear that up a little bit more. So yeah, I don't think that that's going to be a problem. Oh, that's really blue. I didn't mean to make it so blue. Pushed too hard, I think. I just want this color to kind of be into this side a little bit more. And then, of course, once I'm done with coloring all of this, I will end up doing some white Posca to straighten everything out there. So it's a nice blend, and it's not just, I don't know, the Posca just tends to like pull your focus away from where like things maybe aren't quite blending as well as you would hoped. I really like to use the Posca for that. Yeah, it's messy on the outside, but I think that's going to be okay. Let me grab a marker for this and see what color I'm thinking for that. Okay. All right, I've grabbed my Zig brushables, and I'm going to use the light color on the pure violet one, and I think that that'll be a good, it's not super dark, but it's dark enough that it'll cover up any mistakes that I've made, and I think that that'll be a nice purple color throughout on all of the leaves and stuff. And when I come to shade this, I'll just use a darker purple or like a really dark blue to add the shadows, and then I'll use my white Prismacolor to add in the highlights and stuff, and that really kind of helps bring some life to these leaves. Yeah, so these like this random little bit right here, I don't know what that is, but it's there now. Okay, so yeah, all of this part back here needs some love. I'm not sure. Let's try this color and see if that's the right one. I can also bring in other pencils too from other sets. Yeah, keep that in mind, because you can always mix and match your pencil sets too. So if something's not working or you don't have quite the right shade that you're looking for, you can always mix your pencils. Yeah, this is a good one. So this is the tulip color from my Black Widows. And again, this is working lovely right over the top of those water mediums. It just feels nice. So I see there's a flower here, and there's lots of little flowers, but there's something behind that, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's the continuation of this leaf. Ugh, I'm not sure. I think I am going to bring, no, I don't want to bring that in, do I? I'm very tempted to bring in a little bit of green. No, I'm not. No green. It's just going to be purple and brown. That's it. That's all we're doing. Well, the pinks are kind of purpley and the blues are kind of purpley, so that counts. It still works for purple. I think. It's not cheating. Let me know in the comments what you guys are working on right now. I would love to hear. Again, I'm going to also apologize that I have not gotten back to comments lately. Like I said, I've just been, my head is elsewhere right now. So, I'm hoping to go through and at least, you know, heart them and let you know, guys know that I've read things. I've seen several of them, but again, not all of them because I've been so sidetracked. Yeah, I like to volunteer for things like this, but sometimes I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? What were you thinking? Okay, yeah, I'm going to finish up this leaf, and then I'm going to have to call it for today because this is longer than I thought I was going to be on. Not that I actually talked about anything of consequence with you guys today, but, you know, that's not always what you're here for. You're just kind of here for somebody to hang out with. So, accomplish that goal, I guess. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think that that's going to look better. I'm going to keep working on that part, and hopefully I'll have at least the sky part done so you guys can kind of see that in the at the end of the video for my progress today. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun. I was able to stand up the entire time while I'm coloring this too. So with my lovely new stand-up desk, I love it. So yeah, I don't feel like such a slouch for sitting all the time, I guess. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me and hanging out, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.